Okay, so for this next one, since we're doing whole face, we're going to start with concealers. Yay, concealers! Covers your sins. So this one specifically has like some red and orange tones, which is great for beard lines or dark circles. So I'm just going to sort of dot it around my face, like so. And I found that your concealer works better under your foundation, or at least it does for me. And then also, because dark circles, yeah. And then this one has some green undertones, which covers red spots. So like here, if we want blush, we'll add it later, right? And then on the nose. So then you take your face brush, blend it all in. That looks a little bit better. Make sure you get it all blended and you don't have any streaks. Cool. Now we're going to do the BB cream, which is this Physicians Formula. It's one of my favorites so far. And I just sort of dot it, just like the concealer, all over. A little bit more than that, I think. And then we blend that in. Yeah, that doesn't look bad, but I still want to top it off a little bit. So we've got MAC Studio Fix, and it comes with a compact thingy which you can use, and I do use, I keep it in my purse, but when I'm first setting everything up, I like one of these short face brushes. Might even be called a foundation brush. I don't know. I don't know what it's called. I just know it does the job. And then I just dot, dot, dot. You can see it leaves sort of some dots there, but we'll blend it in with the face brush afterwards. And using the BB cream, I've found, really helps in getting the powder foundation to stay. Again, with everything I say, your mileage may vary. So yeah, then we just blend, blend, blend. Okay, so there, skin looks less horrible. Next we're going to do the eyes. Always start with a primer. This is the same primer I used last time. New light is super bright. Here we go. Luminizers primer. I got it from Ipsy. Works really well. I like it. So just dot. Make sure you get basically everywhere that you want to put your eyeshadow. There, primed and ready for drama. So we're doing purple this time, and I always like to start with a matte, which, here we go. I got this off of Amazon a while ago. It's just sort of a rainbow palette, but it's got a good matte purple, which is what we're going to use right there. It looks kind of pink in the camera, but I promise you it's purple. And we're going to start with just your standard eyeshadow brush to get it all over the place. Some people like to wet their brushes, just get them sort of damp for that base coat, and that works really well. But I forgot to prep some water for this. So I'm not gonna do that, but I normally do. So yeah, just get it sort of all over. Maybe not that all over. We're gonna fix that. Yeah. Good news is, if you botch it, you can always fix it. And like Mythbuster says, failure is always an option. Sadly, that even includes when you're doing your makeup. We can fix that with foundation later. Which I will, off camera. There. And then do the other one. We're going to try and do this with the left hand. We'll see how well it works. Yeah, nope, that's not working. Yeah, maybe a little bit more up there. Okay, it's a base coat. We'll blend over it. Okay, So then the next thing we're going to look at is complementary colors for that, right? And then on the Modern Dreamer palette from NYX, you can see my ring lights in that reflection. They have this really nice sort of shimmery metallic purple, which I just got over my finger. That's what we're going to use as our second coat. I'm just going to go for the lid up to the crease. Actually, I think I might do that all the way up. I like that color. Yeah, we're going to do that all the way up, and then we'll go through and make it a smoky eye with that super pretty purple. I really like the NYX Modern Dreamer palette because it's super pigmented. Well, everything but their red is. For red, I still really like the Morph, which I need to get more of because I use it so much. It also goes on a lot better than the cheap Amazon crud that I used as a base coat. But my Modern Dreamer palette doesn't have a matte purple, so there we go. Just sort of wing it. Haha, get it? It's a pun. Okay. Now that's done. Next, we're gonna do some eyeliner. Here we go. This is actually e.l.f. It's just a pencil, super blunt pencil, because I want it to be super wide. And I want it to work too, but it doesn't seem to want to cooperate. So, yeah, this isn't working. I should probably sharpen that. Instead, we're going to go to my favorite standby, which is the Morph Matte Black. And just dot that on the lash line here. And I will be using a liquid eyeliner as well, but we're gonna blend this up to give that smoky look. Don't forget to take your blink breaks, otherwise you screw everything up. See, like I almost did right there. Okay, yeah, that's looking not terrible. And then, so this is just an e.l.f. angled brush. I got a bunch of e.l.f. stuff early on in my makeup because I really liked how cheap it is. And for the price and for being like something you can get at a drugstore, it doesn't suck. It's vegan and cruelty free, if that matters to you. And it's a good buy. Honestly, most of my brushes are actually e.l.f., but most of my pigments and stuff are NYX or Morph. And that's just gonna be because, while they're a little bit more expensive, they're still affordable for poor folks like myself. And they're super, super high quality for the price. I gotta admit, I never thought in my days before I transitioned that I would ever be doing makeup tutorials. And then even after I transitioned, I didn't think it was going to be a thing. Okay. I'm also going to do the lower lash line because they look naked and I don't like that. And then, oh, I totally budged that up. Way to go. Okay. That's cool. Criminy. It's fine. I can still fix it. Okay, so inevitably, if you're new to doing makeup like I am, this is going to happen. And I've found with that Studio Fix that I can just take like brush like this and just cover it up. With the Studio Fix because and that was just a chunk of makeup. So that's the risk you run with the less expensive stuff like e.l.f. Is sometimes it sort of drifts off and lands on your cheek. And you don't realize it until you swipe your cheek and then all hell breaks loose. Okay. Back to this. So we got a little bit of the foundation where we didn't want it. There we go. So it's already got that nice smoke effect. I'm gonna try and not screw this up on the left side, which is my worst side. Now, okay, and then you're going to want to take a tapered blending brush like this one, which actually is a morph brush. Make sure there's nothing on there. You should clean your brushes after every use. I don't, but you should. And we're just going to blend it and bring that black up a bit. And then also it smooths out the lash line. I did not get as much black over there, so I'm going to touch that up a bit. I would like to take this opportunity to remind everybody that I am in no way a professional. Also, I'm not getting any sponsorships or anything, so all the brands I'm telling you, they're the things that I use because it's nice to know what works and what doesn't. Here we go. There, so you've got that nice smoky eyeliner. And I like to try and blend it up to the eyebrows because I have a very masculine bone structure. It sort of hides that fact that my brow bone juts out like that. Okay. Yeah, and then next thing we're gonna do is take a round brush like this one. Okay. And then we're gonna use a white. Any white works. You can even use highlighter for this. But this just gives some contrast to that smoke look. And I really like it. Just sort of dot it into the corner of your eye there. I try to put it on pretty heavy because it's gonna blink out and whatnot. And then after this, we'll apply, I'm gonna do fake lashes today, which should be fun, because I always say I hate drama in my life unless it's dramatic makeup. And like I already have some pretty decent lashes for being born cis male, but the Allure by London lashes work really well. So yeah, we're gonna do that next. These are the ones that I use. These are the Faux Mink lashes, Pro Magnetic. I tried using the glue lashes, and I hate them with a passion, and they hate me. So these magnetic ones, I've had really good luck with them lasting all day. A friend of mine took me out shopping, and it was super like hot, plus I made the mistake of going to the mall in heels and super sweaty, but my makeup managed to survive, including my lashes. And it's really important that you do at least 3 layers. So you put on a layer, let it dry. It doesn't take that long to dry. It takes less time to dry than it does for eyeline or eyelash glue to get tacky. So this is also the first time I've done a liquid eyeliner by using my camera as a mirror, so we'll see how it works. But yeah, so super sweaty, and like I'm a sweaty human anyway, which is gross. I hate being sweaty, so I'm super looking forward to winter. Yeah. So by the time you're done with the other eye, you can apply your second layer. Oh, and that's fine. Totally. You want to watch how your eyes go. I have hooded eyelids, so like if I look the wrong direction while these are still wet, they stick to the tops, which is super exciting. But honestly, when I'm not in the position to put eyeliner on, they usually are fine. So let that dry a bit, and then go ahead and do your third layer, And then after we do this, I am going to put wings on. I'm going to do that with my NYX vinyl liner, because I love that liner and I don't want my eyelashes sticking to my wings. Okay, so while those are fully drying, we're going to grab the NYX liner, which is here. So it's just the NYX vinyl. It's not waterproof, but it goes on so nice. Look at that. And then I'm gonna connect it to the lower lid, and I'm going to screw it all up. There, we're gonna do big thick wings today, apparently. Yeah, why not? After all, why not do super dramatic wings when you budget up? And there, we'll add a couple of feathers. There, and they're like anime wings, it's fine. Watch, this one's going to be absolutely perfect. Yep. It's the paradox of left versus right. One inevitably will be fantastic, and the other will be absolute garbage. Or they both will. Okay, we're gonna try this again. Flick. And flick. There. Not giant wings from Giant Wing Land or whatever. Flick. Flick. Apparently I have to say flick to get it right. That looks way better. I'm more happy with this. I don't look like a 3-year-old drew on my face. I think I upgraded to a 5-year-old. It's fine. It's totally fine. Okay. Also by now, the magnet eyeliner is completely dry, so we are going to apply our lashes. Maybe. Go. So these just, I don't know how well you can see them, yeah, nope, that's super blurry. So there's, what, 4 magnets on these ones. You just get it near there and it goes click, click, click. And there. And that one's good. And then this one, same thing. It helps if you have one of those eyelash torture devices. I have one, I just can't find it. But yeah, so there we go. That's most of the eyes. I'm going to do some up in my eyebrow as well. Just a dash of that metallic purple to give some eyebrow symmetry. helps to keep everything organized. So these videos will get shorter as I get better at organization. There we go. Magnetic, or not magnetic, metallic purple. And you don't want like your brush wholly loaded up, so I just sort of tap it in and then just follow your brow line. I apparently tapped it all out. Okay. Here we go. I'm a huge fan of symmetry. Like, I have completely redone projects because they weren't symmetrical, even though they worked fine. It's my quirk, and it can be a frustrating quirk. So if you're like me, symmetry can be frustrating. There. Yeah, that looks good. So next we're gonna do the lip, and I don't have a whole bunch of colors of lipstick or stuff, but this stuff, Maybelline Superstay Matte Ink, is amazing. This is a super dark blue, but what I have discovered is you can apply it and then put an eyeshadow color over it, and the eyeshadow, you want to do it while the lipstick is still wet, and the eyeshadow will stay. Super cool. Dry out. And you want to make sure with this stuff that where you put it is where you want it, because Superstay lives up to its name. I'm going to do this in my actual mirror here so I don't look like a clown. I was also amazingly blessed with actually having a Cupid's bow. If you don't have one, I don't suggest forcing one, because it ends up looking kind of awkward. That's what I've seen. There. So like, that doesn't look terrible with this look, but we're gonna zhuzh it up a bit. But it's not symmetrical. I mean, that's probably because my face isn't. There. Yeah, my face isn't symmetrical. Whatever. It's fine. So now we're going to go back to the Modern Dreamer palette and grab just a flat tapered eyeshadow brush like this one. And we're going to add some what did I do there? We're going to add some color. So I really like contrasting colors. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to line some white right there in the middle. And I'm pretty sure you can also do this with like liner, but I haven't experimented with that yet. Every time I do this, it reminds me of Star Wars Episode 1 and Padme's Amidala makeup, where she's got like the different colors on her lips. And while I'm not especially a fan of episodes 1, 2, or 3, I gotta admit there's a lot of skill that went into Amidala's makeup. Okay, and then I'm going to take that metallic purple and just do the lip here. And it's pretty easy to tell when you've missed a spot because we're doing this before the lipstick dries. So any spots you've missed are still kind of tacky. There we go. And then just clean it up. Maybe. There. Okay, so the last step of this, touch up your foundation. If you mucked it up like I did, where it is, and I'm just going to use this tapered face brush, just basically anywhere anywhere that you had to like anchor a finger or whatever, or if you're like me and you're just a sweaty human, the hairline. Okay, and then the part that I am super new at is we're going to contour. I'm just using a super cheap Wet n Wild. It was recommended to me by one of my friends, and it seems to work really, really well. So I'm going to highlight basically like the parts that I want to pop out, so like my cheekbones and stuff. And up here, I'm going to put some of the darker stuff around here and down in here, as well as on like, so my nose sticks out. I've got that Mediterranean bump, so I'm going to put some there, and then I'm going to highlight the tip of my nose just to give some definition here. So and then up along the hairline a bit. Maybe don't wear black while you're doing this. So then highlighter there, a little bit at the top of the Cupid's bow. Definitely on cheekbones. I know for me, with a masculine bone structure, it really helps. And then from there, you take your blender brush. I just happen to have a contour blending brush by LaRouche. I don't know if it's an English or Italian company, but you just sort of blend everything in. And you're done. That's it. So this is my like super dramatic purple look. I'm kind of a fan. Use something with the hair, right? Yeah. There we go. That looks a little better. So yeah, nice and dramatic. You know, you're gonna screw up. I screwed up, as you saw. Yeah, this is it. So it's not as difficult as a lot of people thought. I was super intimidated by makeup when I first got into it, because I have friends that are epic at makeup. But I've watched some tutorials. I've talked to them. You know, you do you. The most important thing is that when you do your makeup, you like your makeup. Because at the end of the day, you're not doing it for anybody other than yourself. Yeah, that's all I got. So don't be a dick, and check back for the next video. Hopefully you'll like and subscribe and share. If you don't, cool. But this is apparently going to be a regular thing now. So yeah, thanks for watching.